Last week, Spinny. It's your last chance to come back. You're down 9 now, man. Are you just hanging it up? You calling it good? Calling it a
I mean,
season?
it's pretty locked in. I could pick opposite from you every single game and give myself a chance. We might have to do that today. We'll see how it goes.
Then you might
But
lose by
Hardy's
like
and
15, though, man.
but Hardy's and Hardos. It's week 18.
I
Decisions are
know.
made. Playoff teams are in.
Yes,
My
sir.
Colts played so bad in the last 3 weeks,
Oh,
they
what?
didn't even make it fun for me. That
Yeah, that
take
was.
is in the garbage in the Minnesota River, freezing its ass off right now. It's so cold. It's freaking in an igloo with Frozone and
With
freaking Mr.
Frozone?
Freeze. Yeah, that's how cold the take is right now.
All right.
Unbelievable. Um, but it should
Hey,
be good.
in
It
your
should be good. I'm
defense, man, we're
excited.
talking we're talking Drew Lock. Like what? Like I don't think anyone really saw that coming.
Yeah,
5 tutties.
I definitely didn't see
Yeah,
that coming.
neither of
So,
us did. So
all right, let's start out this great week with a 20-point spread. Browns
unreal.
at Ravens. Who you got?
Never seen a spread like this.
Give me plus 20, please. Give me plus 20. I want it. I want it so bad.
Should we just have some fun? Week 18 here.
We should. Give me Browns. I'll take Browns plus 20.
All right, I'll give it to you. Screw it.
Let's go! Browns plus
If
20.
Vegas thinks this is a fair line, why not? Let's just run it.
If I don't win this, I'm going to be so pissed.
Then you know the Browns are really, really
Yeah,
dumpster fire. Yeah.
agreed. Saturday night, one of the best games of the week. The fighting for their playoff hopes. Bengals travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. Cincinnati minus 2.5 here. Who you got? Steelers do still have a little bit to play for. I believe with the Ravens loss and them win, they would win the division? Question mark.
That's what I
Yes.
believe too. So,
Yes.
hmm. Yeah, that does make it tough. I'm gonna take, you know what, just based on how the teams have been playing these last couple of weeks, man, I feel like I just have more faith in the Bengals winning the game right now. Steelers have looked terrible these last couple of weeks. I don't know. Russell Wilson's starting to look like Denver Russell Wilson again. The defense hasn't been good for some reason. I don't really understand that. I'm going to take the Bengals. The Bengals also need the Dolphins and the Broncos to lose to make the playoffs, just so you Hardys and Hardos know. But I'm going to take the Bengals on the road here.
Well, let's take the Steelers then. Let's start out 2 for 2, opposite of you. We'll take the
Might as
Steelers
well.
at home. Sunday noon. The Josh Allen and starterless Bills travel to Foxborough to take on the Patriots. Bills still favored by 3. Who you got?
I'm trying to figure out who the hell is the backup quarterback. Do we know this, Benny? Do you know who that is for the Bills?
Not off the top of my head. No, I do not.
Looks like it's Mitch Trubisky.
Oh yeah,
We're
duh.
running it.
I should have known that. Come on.
I just feel like this might be a game that the Patriots win and lose their chances at the number one pick. As of right now, they have it. It would be insane for them to have it, considering they already drafted Drake May. That's a perfect trade back spot. They would gain so much draft capital if they landed the first pick. But knowing the Patriots, I feel like they're going to blow this. So given the fact that they're at home, I think I'm going to take them for their fourth one of the season here.
Let's
No Josh
go.
Allen, no Cook. All those guys are out. So we'll see what happens there.
3 for 3 bus. Mitch Trubisky's going in
Ah,
to New England and getting that fat dub on Gerard Mayo's
he
head.
could. He could.
We're taking Trubisky and the Bills. Texans, Titans, Sunday noon at Nashville. Titans minus 1.5. Who you got?
I said this last week. I've said this multiple times on this pod. I don't even care. I'm never picking Will Levis ever. So I'm taking the Texans, even if Stroud is not playing.
Yeah, all right. Bus, you're making this easy for me. We're
Take the
going to take
Titans then.
Tennessee. We're going to take Tennessee
You
at
have
home.
you have
We
faith in
love
Will
that.
Levis.
I have faith in the fact that the Texans literally have nothing to play for. They're locked in at the 4 seed. So,
Correct.
yeah, I just don't think they're going to play anybody, and Tennessee's going to go out there and compete. That's who they are. Panthers travel to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Falcons minus 7.5. Who you got?
Taking the home team Panthers here, or whole team Falcons here. Sorry, they're still playing for the playoffs here. They win, Bucks lose, then they're in. So that's all they need to happen. They win the division if that's the case. So I'm taking the Falcons here. Penix looked a little better this past week than in week 1. So I think against the bad Panthers defense at home, he should be able to look even better. Probably have his best career game here. I'm taking the Falcons.
So you're going to give me Panthers plus 7.5?
Nope. Not happening.
What?
No. Panthers have looked too good these last couple weeks to give you an over a touchdown spread.
Fine. We'll take the Falcons then. I think they're going to win as well. They got stuff to play for. Saints at Bucks. Bucks minus 14. Bucks with a win and they're in. I'm sorry, I don't care who you pick. I can't pick against the Bucks the way they've been playing with a win and they're in. They're just going to win this game.
They're winning this game, 100%. Taking the Bucks.
Jags playing for the top pick at Colts. Who you got? Indy minus 5.
I don't feel comfortable picking the Colts anymore after last week.
You're not picking Joey F? Come on.
I'm taking the Colts, but I'm just saying I do not feel comfortable about this game at all.
We'll take the Jags. Why not? I don't think they're going to win, but we'll take Mac Jones, try to catch one up on you. I think this is going to be a close game.
It should be.
Gun to my head scenario, I'm definitely taking the Colts, but got to catch up with you, so we're going to take the Jags. Commanders at Dallas. Commanders minus 6.5. Who you got?
The only concern I have here is how long is Jaden Daniels going to be playing in this game? They are basically just playing for wild card seed at this point. They are not going to win the division. They're pretty much locked into that 6th or 7th seed. Considering that, I do think most of their starters will play the vast majority of this game. I'm going to take the Commanders on the road, but there is a little worry there.
You're going to give me Dallas minus 6.5?
Oh my gosh! Stop!
Are you confident in that?
Stop with these. I'm not really confident in that, if I'm being honest.
Fine, Bus is being a little fuddy-duddy here, Hardee's and Hardos. So we will take the Commanders then, because I think between them and the Packers, they are going to care in that 6-7 seed scenario. Giants travel to Philly to take on the Jalen Hurts and Kenny Pickett-less Eagles. Who you got? Eagles minus 2.5. I'm telling you right now, Bus, I'm taking the Giants. Taking the Giants 100% right now. I don't think the Eagles care or are going to even remotely come close to winning this game with Tanner McKee or whatever his stupid name is. Sorry, not stupid, but.
Oh, so Kenny Pickett himself is not even playing. That's what you're getting at?
No, yeah, no Hurts, no Pickett. I think Pickett is officially questionable, but it sounded today like we were going to get no Hurts and no Pickett.
I'm sticking with you then. I'm going to go Giants because obviously Hurts. I'm sorry, Hurts, Barkley, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, none of those dudes are playing. None of them are playing. Darius Slay's not playing. Lane Johnson's not playing. Landon Dickerson's not playing. Nakobe Dean's not playing. I'm just looking at their list right now. It's like, how am I supposed to pick a team that has literally every single starter not playing in this game?
All right, Bustin, F you. Give me Tanner McKee. Give me Tanner McKee.
You can't switch up like that. No.
Why not?
You can't. That's illegal. That is illegal.
Oh, fine. Stick with the Giants then. The other NFC North matchup of the week. Bears travel to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Packers minus 10. Any chance the Bears sneak this game out?
No chance. I'm not picking the Bears. I don't like them.
So then you're giving me plus 10.
No. That's a crazy line. These
Come
are crazy
on.
lines. 10 points?
How about 7.5?
6.5.
No, 7.5.
No, 6.5.
7. Fine.
7. We'll cut it in the middle. 7.
Fine.
If you're taking it, you want it?
Take it. Give it to me. The 3:25 slate. Seahawks travel to LA to take on the Rams. Who you got? This is a big one.
This is a meaningless game, actually, is it not?
Is it?
Yeah, I believe the Rams already have the
tiebreaker. No, I suppose you're right. The Rams are locked in, aren't they? Never mind. So that's why there's no Stafford. There's no
Yes.
Yep.
They have the
So
tiebreaker, so even if they lose this game, they still win the division. I'm going to take the Seahawks. I know some of their guys are playing for contract incentives, so I know they're going to be out there. Geno Smith only needs about 180 yards for a nice little paycheck, so I'm expecting all the Seahawks starters to be out there, even though it's a meaningless game, even for them. So they're gonna try to end their season on a high note here.
they are gonna try. But Jimmy G and the Rams are winning
You
this
are just doing this every
effing
game.
game, baby.
Oh my
We love
gosh.
it. Jimmy's got something to prove a little bit. I think he can play well, and he is very accurate, and they can win games with him as long as he's solid. And Seattle's been so up and down. I think the Rams are better than them even without Stafford playing. So we are going to take the Rams. Dolphins travel to New York to take on the Jets in what could be Aaron Rodgers' last game ever. Dolphins -1. Who you got?
I guess. Do I really want to take the team that has burned me like 6 times this season? Because I guess I am. I'm taking the Jets at home. Rodgers is terrible, but my only hope is that he gets that 500th passing touchdown. They take him out of the game, and Tyrod's in there just dicing him up like he did in the last couple minutes in that Bills game. So I'm going to take the Jets. No Tua. Tua is doubtful. Tyreek has not practiced all week. Those are key issues, obviously, for the Dolphins. But they need to win this game, so it's very risky from that standpoint. I'm still going to take the Jets at home. I know you're taking
Gimme,
Dolphins.
yeah, give me the Finns. Finns in the playoffs. Finns the 7th seed in the playoffs.
So does that okay, so this next game, you're going to back it up and pick
The
Carson Wentz
Carson
spoiler here?
Wentz-led Chiefs
Okay.
travel to Denver to take on
Okay.
the Broncos. Denver -10.5.
That's
But I
outrageous.
don't care. We're
That's
taking
outrageous.
Wentz, we're taking Reed, and we're taking the Chiefs, baby. You gonna give me a little something on the spread too, since it's 10.5? Like, can I get like 3.5? Get Chiefs plus 3.5.
I kind of want to take the Chiefs, though, too. I like Carson Wentz in this spoiler spot. I
I
don't know
do
why.
too. He
I don't know
loves
why,
it.
but I
It's
do.
like his thing.
Obviously, the biggest risk in this game is the fact that it's a road game.
Yeah.
If this was in
If this was
Kansas
at
City,
Kansas City, it'd be a snap call.
I'd be taking the Chiefs no matter what. If this was in KC, not even lying. Why not? Let's just do it. I'm taking the Chiefs too. 16-1. You Kansas City Chiefs after this game. Carson Wentz, little spoiler. Broncos going to miss the playoffs. That's my
So
prediction.
you're taking Cincinnati in the 7.
Give me them.
Wow.
Give me them.
I'm telling you right now, if Cincinnati makes it in, every AFC team is going die, 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 die.
Yeah.
Because no one wants to play those MFers in the playoffs.
Well, if
Nobody.
they're the 7th seed, it's going to be Bills Bengals first round.
Yeah.
Give me that.
Let's
Give me that.
go. Let's go. 325 Chargers playoff bound at the Vegas Raiders. Chargers -4. Who you got?
This is also a quote unquote meaningless game, right? Because they're just playing for wild card seed at this point. I still feel like they're going to play most of their guys most of this game. I don't know. I just feel like that's kind of what Harbaugh wants to do here in this spot. There's no way I feel comfortable picking the Raiders either. So I'm taking the Chargers.
Yeah, I'm taking
Getting into the
the Chargers
playoffs
as
on a
well.
win.
I think like if Pittsburgh loses, right, and they're playing a good team, and a good game, and if they lose and the Chargers win, that changes you from going to oh words, I'm sorry,
Oh,
from going to Baltimore to
yes.
going to Houston, which I
Everyone
think
wants
is
that Houston
huge.
matchup. Yes.
Everyone wants that Houston matchup right now. So I think that's why I'm going to go with the Chargers, is because I think they
Yes.
at least
Excellent
want
point.
that option. Now Pitt has the tie with them, so if they don't, if Pittsburgh wins, it's irrelevant anyway.
Right.
So that might change it going in Saturday night. If Pittsburgh wins, we might see no Chargers starters, and then we'll see where we go. But assuming Pittsburgh can pull that off, assuming Cincinnati can pull that off, I think the Chargers will play their starters. Completely meaningless game. Niners at Cards. Cards
Yep.
-4.5. I want to give you Niners plus 4.5 for you to take the Niners.
What? Why? Why do I have to take the Niners?
Come on, 4.5. I'm just giving it to you. Come on, I'm trying to make up some spots. I'm taking my cards.
I
Just
know you're taking your cards.
take the
I'm.
points, take the plus points, and be happy.
I have to take the Cardinals here too, man.
What? Why?
You think I want to pick a team with Josh Dobbs as their starting quarterback?
Why not?
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Josh Jobs went above 500 for the Vikes last year.
I just can't. Well, that's with quarterback wizard KOC, not with running back wizard Kyle Shanahan. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. I know
Come
you want to
on.
switch up a lot. This is not a spot for me. I'm sorry. Debo's probably not
Hardies
going
and
to play.
Hardos. This
He
man
hasn't
is so
practiced.
anti-underdog that I gave him the spread, and he's like, nah. In a meaningless game that anyone could win. Hardies and Hardos is ridiculous over there. Now it's game of
Just
the
gotta
week
win, man.
time, though, y'all. Vikes at Lions. 14-2 against 14-2. Most combined wins of any game in NFL history. Who
Wild. That is
you
wild.
got?
Also, another
Detroit
tidbit will
minus
be
2.5.
it will also be the loser of this game will have the most wins out of the wild card team in NFL history as well. Obviously, we're both taking the Vikings here, I would imagine.
I'm gonna take the Vikes. Yeah, this game scares the living shit out of me, to be honest. But like, I've been shaking like an alcoholic for 3 days talking about this game. But I think the Lions are injured. I think the Lions are injured. I don't think they're playing their best ball right now. I mean, let's just run through quick some of the last scores. 34 to the Niners, 17 to the Bears, 48 to the Bills, 31 to the Packers, 20 to the Bears. It's like lots of high scoring games. Everyone other than the Bears has scored at least 30 points on the Lions in the last 6 weeks.
And that's the
So I
Bears.
yeah, so I think our offense is going to be effective. I think it's pretty much locked in. We're scoring 30. We just have to be able to limit the Lions' offense in some way. Now
Yep.
that's going to be hard, but I think we're looking at that type of like 40 to 34 type scenario we just saw from them against the Niners last week. So I like if I had to put a number, I'm probably going to go like 38, 35 bikes. I think it's
Yeah.
going to be that high scoring.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be a very high scoring game. It's all going to come down to is who can slow down the other team's offense just a little bit, just a couple times. It's definitely going to be in the 30s. I'm taking the Vikings. I don't think, like you said, how are they going to stop us with half of their defense not even playing in this game? They don't have their best linebacker. They don't have their best corner. They don't have their best pass rusher. Like none of these guys are playing. So
And if
from
the
that
Vikes
standpoint, it obviously means more to them to get the 1 seed because they want that extra rest so that some of these guys potentially come back and play. But I don't know.
Agreed. It definitely means more to the Lions, I would say. I mean, it
Right,
means a lot to both teams, obviously, but I'm going to
right.
just say slightly more to the Lions, like you said, based on those injuries. And we have a defense that's created a turnover in 16 straight games. So if we can keep it, efficient and non-turnover on the offensive side, we'll definitely have a good chance because we're getting one or two turnover stops in the game. So, um, efficient on offense. Try to limit those 3 or 4 Darnold throws where we all go, oh shit, every game, and hope
Yeah,
those go our way. And I think we'll come out of there with the dub.
that's crazy, man. Vikings playing for the 1 seed in a year that was supposed to be a rebuilding season. The over/under Spinny was 6.5 to begin the season for the Vikings, and we are looking at a potential 15-win season. Unreal.
Crazy,
Most
crazy.
most
Credits.
analysts were most analysts were hitting that under, dude. They didn't even think we'd get to 6 or 7 wins. Like what?
No one even picked us above the Bears. The
I
Bears were
know.
picked above us in basically every
Literally
single talk.
insane.
Crazy. Great season. B-Flow and KOC are absolute dogs. We've seen it the last 2-3
Yep.
weeks. I mean, just KOC does one of these awesome things that I think is super important in any sport you coach all the time. And that is preparing your players for Sunday, making them, or in any sport, preparing your players for the match, making them more prepared or more smarter in situational moments than the other team, and then giving 100% of that credit to the players. that is the buy-in level that KOC's got. And we've just seen it in the post-game stuff the last couple weeks, like how bought in the team is to him and how like that culture is just
That
amazing.
culture,
And a
man.
lot of
Yeah.
that is because just look at the interviews, look at the credit. Like KOC takes no credit for anything ever. It's unbelievable. It's such a strategical thing by him, I'm sure. Maybe he's that type of guy naturally, which would be all the better, but that's such a very good strategy as a coach. It makes your players buy into you so much more, and they're the ones doing it, so they do deserve most of the credit. It's coaches just it's no ego from KOC. Man, I love that man.
Coach of the year. I'm saying it now. He is going to win Coach of the Year. He should at least,
Lock.
for sure.
I think the
Outrageous.
winner of this game probably wins Coach of the Year, right? I mean, I
I
think that.
mean, most likely, but like to me, it's like I don't think it should be Campbell at all. Everyone expected this from the Lions. They're doing
Yeah.
exactly what everyone expected. To me, I would rather like if it's not KOC, I'd rather see like a Harbaugh who took this
Hmm.
Chargers team to 10, potentially 11 wins in his first season, and they've been dog water for how long now? So like I'd rather
Yeah.
see somebody like that who kind of flipped the script a little bit rather than Dan Campbell. No offense, Dan Campbell is obviously a great coach, but they're doing exactly what they're supposed to do as predicted before the season started. So
I also think Sean McD has a chance, given everyone thought they were going to be down as well, and
yes,
they're the two
that's
seed.
another one.
So I think those are some of the guys kind of in that conversation. But I agree. I think it's KOC's award to lose at
KOC.
this point.
All
KOC
right, Hardy's
baby,
Hardos.
heart. Thank you for listening, Hardies and Hardos. We
Skull,
appreciate
man.
everything that
It's
you
all coming
do.
down to this.
It's all coming down to this.
Come
Tune
on.
in Sunday night and leave some comments, especially our Vikings fans. Let us know how much faith you have in this Sunday night. So thank you. Hug your friends and family, and let's go Vikes.